Today's video has us look at a mystery lot of elongated cents. Sometimes you might hear these called smashed pennies, but these are the tourist attractions where you take a couple of quarters and a penny and it turns it into a flattened penny with some kind of logo for the place you're at. I found one of these before on eBay where they sold 100 for $25. But since this was a local token dealer, who sold this at a coin show I went to recently. Hopefully I'll find something pretty good in here. Let me pause the video and get this bag open. So we had some tape and some staples to get through here. Since this channel is C mid to N, I sure hope there are some Tennessee pennies that end up in this lot. So what do we have here? The Booth Western Art Museum of Cartersville, Georgia. I've seen that before. That is in northwest Georgia, just about 3 or 4 counties, well, about halfway between Chattanooga and Atlanta. So we've got the Southern Belle of Chattanooga. That is the famous riverboat that they have parked on the shore there in Chattanooga. So far, pretty good local things. We've got a zoo. We've got the Knoxville Zoo with a giraffe. And my nephew's wife likes giraffes, so I'm going to give that one to her. Then is this another zoo? Okay, it's the Tellus Science Museum, also of Cartersville, Georgia. I've seen billboards for that when I've driven to Atlanta. So we've got a dinosaur on that one. Make sure there's nothing on the other side. We've got the Great Smoky Mountains of Pigeon Forge. So this one actually has Tennessee Collection.com written on it. So there's probably several different gift shops in the Pigeon Forge area that would sell that one. The Tennessee Aquarium, so that, and the IMAX 3D Theater. So we've got a turtle here. That is something else in the Chattanooga area. So far, most of these things are in East Tennessee. We've got a snake from Rainforest Adventures. I may have taken my son there in spring break when he was in 2nd grade. That may have been there before. Okay, so next we have the Great Smoky Mountains. We've got ourselves a black bear in Pigeon Forge. So as a Middle Tennessee guy, I'm liking how most of these are local and places I've heard of. Not this one. This one's Disney. We've got Lilo and Stitch, number 4 of 7. So I know that there are some Disney Smash Penny collectors out there. This one just has a bunch of writing on it. This one is, okay, so we've got 10 Commandments. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. So something from the Old Testament. Next we have the Field Museum in Chicago. So one thing I like about the way this one turned out is thepennycollector.com is really easy to read on this one. I think the Field Museum's in Chicago. I hadn't been there. I feel like I've seen it. This one is something Las Vegas. So we've got some poker cards there. Another zoo. We've got the Knoxville Zoo with a, not sure what animal that is. Maybe a red panda. Maybe a lemur. Forbidden Caverns. Now let's see. Lost Sea is the one in Sweetwater, Tennessee. So Forbidden Caverns, the one that is in Bowling Green. No, I'm not sure on that one. Raging Rivers, Six Flags Over Georgia. So that's one of those classic rides where you're in a boat with around a bumper boat with a dozen people. Goes through a little man-made rapids. We've got more Knoxville Zoo. This one's for tigers. This one, a misprint when you don't line the penny in there quite right. So this one would have been a four-leaf clover at Fall Creek Falls. So that's the most famous state park here in Tennessee. Another from Knoxville Zoo. We've got a tiger. And then Dollywood. So that looks like some kind of church, maybe a schoolhouse. Might be. You've never been to the Dollywood theme park. It is a typical theme park with a bunch of rides, but also has a lot of old buildings that had to do with the Dolly Parton's upbringing. So that's kind of an interesting spot there. Another Disney. So we've got Frozen and Olaf the Snowman there. I don't have a daughter, or I would probably be much more familiar with that movie. Another one from Dollywood. I guess that's an eagle. I don't remember them having eagles out there at Dollywood, but I suppose they do. Then we've got the Nashville Rainforest Cafe. So a lot of the rainforest cafes around the country have closed, but the one at Opry Mills Mall, which used to be the Opryland theme park, is still open. At least last I heard, they stayed open when most of the ones in that franchise closed up. Then Dolly Parton's Dixie Stampede. The another tourist attraction in Pigeon Forge. It was Dixie Stampede for a long time. They have recently changed it to Dolly Stampede, just because that they don't want to be controversial by having things named Dixie anymore. So it's now Dolly Stampede. So we're back to another zoo that has a giraffe on it. This one's called the Reed Park Zoo, and I'm not familiar with that zoo. If you like car racing, here is a Dale Earnhardt Smash Penny. Now, I don't know what tourist attraction would have sold that. Is there a Dale Earnhardt Museum out there, or could it be someplace that has a just a where they have a race or something like that? Back to Fall Creek Falls, we've got a raccoon. The raccoon is, I think, the state rodent or some kind of Tennessee state symbol there. Next, we've got Daytona Beach, world's most famous beach with an alligator on it. Back to the Smoky Mountains. So this one's just a scenic look. So a lot of the mid-range tourist attractions that aren't well known enough to have make Smash Minis of their own thing will make just generic Smoky Mountain look. This one I've been seeing for a while, wondered what it was, and it looks kind of like Spider-Man. So Universal Studios, Islands of Adventure. So I guess that's in Florida. This one might be two-sided. First one that I've seen two-sided. The Maples Tree. Is this Canada? Salamander, 30 species. So no, this is not from Canada. This is from the GSMNT, the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. There must be 30 species of salamanders there. I like this one, the Chattanooga Choo Choo. So that is the famous train station in Chattanooga that had a song named after it, is now a hotel and tourist attraction, and there's a neon sign that looks just like this on top of that hotel. Got ourselves another turtle. Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. So that's a place I've been to on vacation a couple of times. Over the years. Got another bear. This one is another, let's see, Gatlinburg Mountain Mall. So this is a very 70s mall that's about next door to the Ripley Aquarium in Gatlinburg. Very 70s look, of wood paneling all throughout the inside. So that's kind of a neat place. Got ourselves another Mickey. This one's Disneyland Resort. Don't have a date on it. The Disneyland Hotel. I've heard some of those people that really get into those Disney ones, that some of them could have a premium, I suppose. Here's another one that's a really bad misprint. Gatlinburg, this was my penny. And that one didn't. Some of those older machines, you have to line them up just right, and you have to put the crank exactly where it says, or it comes out all wrong. Looks like we've got another turtle of the Tennessee Aquarium. So back to Chattanooga's aquarium. I was last there 2020, right before the whole country shut down for the pandemic. Virginia Beach Pier. Now that is a place I've never been. But I had a classmate who grew up there. Our next from Dollywood, the Thunderhead wooden coaster. So I think I rode that 20 years ago. Bass Pro Shops of Kodak, Tennessee. So we've got another black bear on it. Kodak is essentially Sevierville. It's where the interstate gets you to the Sevierville exit. So that's really close to it hadn't been open very long, but that's really close to the new Buc-ee's that is in Sevierville. Next animal is Wall Drugs of South Dakota. So that one has a bison on it. So that's not local, but this is one of those classic tourist attractions where they have signs from all around. So one of the most famous old school tourist attractions in America. So I like that one. Let's see, we've got country music here. The King of Rock and Roll. I'm guessing that's Elvis, but does it actually say Elvis on here anywhere? That written on the, there we go, Elvis written on the, what's that part of the guitar? I'm from Nashville and I don't know the parts of guitar. So you'll find a lot of Elvis smash pennies around the Tennessee parts. Another from Knoxville Zoo, another turtle. Rock City Best Friend. So this one looks pretty old, pretty tarnished. Kind of a very, I'd say, for anything they could do at Rock City, that one's kind of boring. Although I like the Sea Rock City that they have on this side. Now that we're about halfway through that, I do want to mention that I did pick up some, they actually make flips of for smash pennies. So I had I'd seen these before, and I thought, I need to really get my collection a little bit more organized. So are these going to fit in there? Some of them might be kind of a tight fit. Let me try this side here. That one's going to work. Let's see, what's the largest one here? Let's try this Disney. That one might not fit, so you'd have to get it just right, I think, for some of these to work. But it's I've asked around for dealers in the past if they've had any of those, and a lot of people don't. So I was glad to find someone that actually does carry that. Next, we have another bear, another Great Smoky Mountain from Sevierville, Tennessee. Got a lot of black bears that are in that area. This one is a Lost Sea. So I mentioned them earlier. It is an underground cave near the town of Sweetwater, Tennessee, where you ride in a boat in a lake that is in a cave. Another Knoxville Zoo. Looks like we've got a gorilla here, some kind of primate. Next Knoxville Zoo, we've got penguins. They also have penguins at the Ripley Aquarium in Gatlinburg. Okay, the Kennedy Space Center. So that's in Florida. That's a place that I went to on spring break when I was a child. I think I was in the 7th grade when we went there. see, something boat related. World's largest Titanic museum attraction in Pigeon Forge. I don't know if it's the world's largest or not, but when you drive through the main road through Pigeon Forge, there is a giant sinking Titanic on the side of the road, and you go, and that's a museum you can go inside. Here's a nice shiny one, again for the Knoxville Zoo, with an elephant. We've got another one from Lost Sea, so that is pretty similar to the one we saw a moment ago. I Love You from Tennessee, so that one's pretty generic. Here we have another classic tourist attraction from Gatlinburg. This one's going to be the Space Needle. And so this is it's pretty old. You go to the top, it's very windy. You feel like the wind's going to blow you off, so it is kind of scary up there. But it's also a really affordable attraction. It's been a while since I've done it, but you pay like $10 and you get to go then and come back later in the day. So you can come back when it's dark at night and get another really good look. We've got another from Rainforest Adventure. That one might be a lemur. Then there's something else, Florida here, I think. No, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. So we've got a shark. So I like how most of these ones that are even not in Tennessee are places that I've been. Our next Knoxville Zoo is, I think we had that one earlier with a red panda. Got a butterfly, the Butterfly Pavilion moth. So I wish it told us where that one was. There's a butterfly room at the Smokies Aquarium. Dolly Parton uses the butterfly logo a lot. Maybe there's something like that at Dollywood. So not sure where that one is, or maybe it's its own separate tourist attraction. Back to Knoxville Zoo, we've got, is that a gibbon? Some kind of primate. Another from Gatlinburg Mountain Mall featuring an eagle. Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. And it's funny how I was just talking about the penguins that are at Ripley's Aquarium, and here we have a smash penny of that one. So these are really going to fill up my my personal collection because they're all so many from places I've been. We've got Mickey Mouse here from the Magic Kingdom. So I have been there, but not since I was a child. Again, I was probably about 6th or 7th grade the last time I went there. Back to the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta. This one is a loggerhead turtle. I have not been to that aquarium, but my brother lives near there, and I know that he's taken his adult kids there. We saw that one earlier. Another from the Ripley's Aquarium. This features a shark in their logo. This one is a Ripley Aquarium shark. Christmas in the Smokies. We've got another black bear standing up on a rock bluff. Buffalo Bill, Pahosca Lookout Mountain, Colorado. So the other Lookout Mountain in America is in Colorado. Never been to Colorado. Roswell, New Mexico. So featuring an alien. Very close to Area 51, a place that a lot of people think that's where you're going to find the find the aliens. We've seen that one already. Another bear. This one is another one from Dollywood. Another one with a gorilla from the Knoxville Zoo. Another turtle from the Tennessee Aquarium. We've seen so many turtles, I forget if we've seen that one or not. I think we saw that Titanic one. We've got the Ten Commandments again. Splash Country Water Adventure. So that's a newer tourist attraction at Dollywood. So that's the water park that is out there. I think we saw that one earlier. My wife likes sharks, so she'll get that one. Here we've got the Statue of Liberty. I have not been there. That is on my bucket list, but this is not the Statue of Liberty in New York. This is the one that is at Legoland, Florida. I think I drove past Legoland a little bit west of Orlando, but not quite all the way to Tampa. Next Ripley's Aquarium is the penguin again. That one might be better shaped than the first one we saw. This one is Wonderworks Bed of Nails. So it doesn't say it's the Wonderworks from Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. There is a Pigeon Forge Wonderworks, and it is that's probably one of those things where it is a bed, a whole bunch of nails, and you lay on, and it doesn't hurt as much as you think it would. Wave Surf Shop. You got a shark coming at you. Tybee Island, Georgia. That is the beach closest to Savannah. I've been there a couple of times. There's a very generic one, good for a hug and kiss. Another one, mispunched, of the Liberty Bell from Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Another Tennessee Aquarium. That one is a different shark, so that one's kind of crusty. Another one from Bass Pro Shops of Kodak, Tennessee. I feel like that Bass Pro Shop hadn't been there all that long. I think I first noticed it maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Here we've got our first rhino from the Knoxville Zoo. I've been to the Knoxville Zoo once. It's been a while. Another one that's way off. That is the Canal Museum of Easton, Pennsylvania. But I don't know what canal is that. It's a miscut, so I don't know. Louisville Zoo. So been to that zoo, but it's been about a decade. Bigger Jaws. Universal Studios. So that's actually from the Jaws movie. Probably a ride about that movie. Here we have some more wildlife. I guess a deer or elk or something like that from the Smoky Mountains. Our next bear is from Pigeon Forge. Here's our third Lost Sea. And another giraffe from the Jacksonville Zoo. That's a zoo that I have not been from. That is our third giraffe smash painting today. I like that I can give these people as gifts and I didn't have to pay anything for it. Here's our next from the Bass Pro Shops. That one looks like a wolf. That's Howling at Midnight. Here's our fourth one from Lost Sea. We can do without that. Another butterfly, but this one is Dollywood. So this one actually is a butterfly from Dollywood. Getting to our last, down to our last 5 or so. We got another from the Space Needle. Another of those. Another of those. This one features the Smoky Mountains from Cherokee, North Carolina. So that is going to be on the other end of the big highway that runs through the mountains. Got just a generic My Lucky Racing penny. I thought it was just going to be a boring four-leaf clover, but it's neat that it's got some tire tracks that go over that one. And then our final penny is going to have some birds on it. Oh, I know someone that's going to like this. I think that's from the movie Finding Nemo. You got all the seagulls going, mine, 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 mine. And so that is, yeah, I know someone who's really going to like that one. All right, so I hope you liked Smash Pennies, especially the ones from the Tennessee area. All right, I'm here at the end. I'm going to link to a video. I did make a video of Smash Pennies that I bought off of eBay probably 2 or 3 years ago. They were not Tennessee focused like this one. It was from pretty much the entire country, so it's going to have more variety than what we had here. So I hope you will want to stick around and watch that one. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.